What's up, YouTube? This man right here by the name of Antoine Massey, excuse me, is going crazy viral. He's one of those escapees I did a video about not that long ago about who, escaped that prison in New Orleans and it's got that whole prison, like all the guards and the officers down there. It's got them looking stupid right now of how all those men were able to get out. Most of them have been captured by now if you've been paying attention to the news. But this dude made a very interesting video that is going viral on Instagram, and someone reposted it here to YouTube. So I will be able to take a look at it. I don't know if I'll be able to get the whole thing. I really just want to get the gist of it and then get to some other videos of what other people's takes are, and I'll give my thoughts on it. So with that being said, make sure y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe if you're new, and let's go.
Massey. I'm one of the ones that was let out of OJC. What I want to talk about today is as far as why I was in Orleans Parish Jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months. All right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans Parish for. Okay, but before I was in Orleans Parish, I was in a jail called St. Tammany Detention Center. All right, St. Tammany Jail here in St. Tammany Parish. There's two different parishes, Orleans and St. Tammany. Okay, today what I want to talk about is that I was on second-degree kidnapping, second-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery involving strangulation, domestic abuse, battery, violation of protective order, right? On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here.
I'm trying to pause it so I can read that name, but it's kind of hard to catch that frame.
And she's not a child. She's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You remember, all allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that during the timing of the date, which was November the 10th of 2024. Okay, so I was in St. Tammany, right, and I was on a regular domestic charge, right. So they put a parole hold on me because I was on a domestic charge. So with that being said, is that once that occurred, and the charges was refused or whatever, they shipped me to Orleans Parish where I had more open charges. It was the theft of a motor vehicle and the domestic abuse, battery, involving strangulation. So once I got in Orleans Parish Jail, all right, I have from the district attorney's office, this woman who they say that I initially raped in another parish and in Orleans Parish is the same woman here. It's not different females. It's the same grown woman, not a child, a grown woman. Okay, she did the same thing in Orleans Parish, right? Correct. I'm about to show you how the system is corrupted. Okay, she did this, right? Saying all allegations against me is false, and she even saying it. She let them know the truth that I never did this to her. I never hit her. I was nowhere around her. Nothing. She got mad and thought that,
man, if everything he is saying is true and he had no business in there for everything he just said, hey, that's messed up. That is some corrupt ass shit right there. But let's continue.
I was dealing with another woman. That's why she did what she did to me. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too, once I got into Orleans Parish, I was there for a month or something like that. Okay, a lot went on as that time progressed. Okay, if you was an innocent person and you know the judges and DA know that this person is saying that all the charges that you're on that you did not do, why was you still in jail? Louisiana have the highest incarceration rate in the world for putting black people away. Yes, at the end of the day, in my younger life, I'm not gonna lie, I was causing problems. I was young. My daddy got killed when I was 7 years old. My mom had to raise 4 children by herself, so I had to find a way to try to help my mother. You feel what I'm saying? But as time went on, The person that I once was, I'm not that person today. That is not who I am. I have a 3-year-old son. I have an 18-year-old daughter that graduated yesterday, supposed to be. At the end of the day, that people don't understand that they see that I'm armed and dangerous. I have a heart. People that know me know that at the end of the day, I am a good person. So I'm asking for help from the world, from Meek Mills, Lil Wayne, Young Boy, Donald Trump. I'm asking for these people. I couldn't even get a lawyer. I couldn't even afford a lawyer to prove my innocence while I was in Orleans Parish jail. They said that I broke out. I didn't break out. I was let out. My name is Antoine Massey. The guy who said that I threatened him with a shank, the maintenance guy, how could I threaten you with a shank? If you can't come around me, you're a maintenance. You cannot.
Hold up. So I remember doing a video about the maintenance guy. So he was tied into all that too. Okay. Or I may have mentioned it in that video and just don't quite remember it. I do a lot of videos, so
Come on the tills without a deputy being behind you, because if they just let you on the till, you could be persuaded to bring drugs or anything like that in that nature. So how can I threaten you to jail you, and why you didn't notify the people, the police, that if I did threaten you, you never did that? Like, you flat out lied on me. Sterling flat out lied on me, and I want to let the media know that from the straight tattoos in my face and things of that nature, of course they're gonna believe Sterling. You know what I'm saying? I never told Sterling nothing. I'm willing to take a lie detector test and everything behind that, but that's another subject. Orleans Parish is one of the corruptedest jails. That in St. Tammany Parish is the corruptedest jails in the state of Louisiana. Why was I even incarcerated with a woman saying that this never happened? This is this woman's name. This is the charge, domestic abuse violation. This is about the shit in St. Tammany. Why would I, in Orleans Parish, why was I even in jail? That's what I'm trying to show y'all. That's why I left the jail. And they have a lot more brothers that's innocent, just like me, that's trying to prove their innocence. That's why they ran. Jason Williams, the sheriff, Susan Hudson, these people are corrupted. These people was talking to St. Tammany and telling St. Tammany they gonna sentence me behind this, and telling St. Tammany if they can't get me, St. Tammany gonna get me. You see what I'm saying? Behind a woman that's a grown adult that never stated that I ever raped her. They have a detective that's over the case, that's trying to pursue charges on me because of my prior history. Who I was in the past is not who I am today. So I'm asking for the media. I don't even have a lawyer to help me. I'm asking for help. That's why I ran. You feel me? I'm a grown man. I have kids. I have a mother. I have a baby mother, a child, my children mother. Like it's a lot going on. And that's why I ran. I need help. You feel what I'm saying? Orleans Parish in St. Tammany is one of the corruptest parishes in the world. And I'm asking for help. There's a lot of corruption, jillions, all type of stuff going on, and they covering it up. They don't care about nothing in the state of Louisiana. This is something that need to go under a federal investigation. What's going on? How they handling cases? Why Antoine Massey was in jail if the woman, the victim, the grown woman, not a child, the grown woman stated that he never raped her. He never beat her. He was nowhere in her presence. This is the affidavits on the date right here. This is the drop form from the district attorney office. This woman when did this. I didn't do this. Look, it's legally dated. So I'm asking, please, for help. Young Boy, Meek Mills, people, LBL, you know what I'm saying? People that been through the system that know it's corrupt. Lil Wayne, Donald Trump, please, I'm asking for help. You know what I'm saying? When I get back in custody, I'm asking y'all, please, to come and help. You feel what I'm saying? I'm asking the world. I'm letting y'all know I'm not a raper, man. I'm not none of that. None of that. I'm a good person. I am a father that want to be in my children's life. You know what I'm saying? I want to let the younger youth know that going down the route of trying to be a street person is not the route. That's what type of person I am. Yes, I was lied on. They made certain lie on me. Out of all the guys they picked me for him to lie on. I'm not saying Sterling a bad guy, but why did you pick me to lie on, bro? It's bigger than Sterling. I don't know why they picked me for him to lie on, but I never threatened Sterling. Never. How could I threaten Sterling or hurt Sterling? He cannot come on a tip with me without a deputy being present. My name is Antoine Massey. I'm asking for help. I was one of the ones that was let out Orleans Parish Jail on May the 16th or May the 15th, 2025. So please, Meek Mills, Donald Trump, Lil Wayne, please help me. Lil Wayne, this is Big Antoine's son that's talking right now. I'm Lil Antoine. I was in your mama wedding when she married Rabbit. I was the ring boy, Lil Wayne.
Wow. I must say, if everything, now he's got the papers right there to prove his innocence, and I don't think those documents are fake by any means, because with that handwriting, there's no way he could have forged that, right? If everything he is saying is 100% factual, and it is that corrupt, yes, yes, there needs to be a full investigation done on that prison system down there in Louisiana, if this is the case. And I do believe him for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I think that he might be onto something here. He could, if the people he's reaching out to help him, if everything he's saying is 100% factual, and he really had no business being in that prison whatsoever, then yeah, there needs to be a thorough investigation of why he's been lied on and why he's been, subject to these type of conditions in the first place. In my humble opinion, you know what I'm saying? If they singled him out, they knew he had no business being in there, and they left him in there anyway to rot. Yeah, they wrong for that. That Louisiana prison system, they're 100% wrong for that, and they should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I absolutely agree. If everything he's saying is 100% true, I I really don't think he would have a reason to lie about this. I don't. But then again, we won't know. We won't know till time goes on and anything else happens in the matter of this case. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can let me know what y'all think about this. But let's go to some let's look at some other takes people had about this from TikTok.
So y'all seen Antoine Massey say he ain't escaped. They let him out. And the crazy thing about it, he's still out. And this is Antoine Massey. The New Orleans escaped inmate Antoine Massey. Out of the 11, the 11 inmates that escaped, that's him. And he had a message for Donald Trump, Meek Mills, NBA YoungBoy. Matter of fact, look at this shit. Listen to this. Let out.
Louisiana, this is something that the wrong
Get out.
LBL. Please, I'm asking.
It's sad. But I like to say this. I told y'all that Derek ain't going back. That parlay's still open. He ain't going back. So if he making videos, he probably about to be the next one to get caught or turn himself in on one of those. Derek ain't getting caught. I want my money.
Okay, so apparently, I think this guy's a parlay on this whole thing, but yeah, he pretty much played. I mean, I just played the original video for y'all, so and he just resurfaced it. But let's go to this next one.
Yeah, Antoine Massey just put out a video. Why at the beginning of the video, this man say, I'm one of them ones who they let out of jail. I mean, they said we escaped. Nigga, what? We saw the video. In the video, the man kept saying, yeah, cause how did I escape? And how did we hold him at knife point? We didn't escape. We was let out. What? We saw y'all running. Nigga, that is not how they let you out of prison or jail. You been in there before. You know this ain't the way they let you out. They let your ass out through the front door, not the back door. You don't gotta escape from behind a toilet. Nigga, is you okay? I'm concerned. He jumping across the wall, he might have hit the ground too hard and shook some shit up there. Because I'm confused as a motherfucker. I cannot wait to go rewatch this shit again, but that blew me. Not they let you out. What? This I told y'all. I told y'all this nigga is gonna get caught next. Y'all, Antoine.
Yeah, yeah. She said she's confused about that, and I believe her too. I don't think she quite understood what he was trying to say. Somebody let them out is what he's trying to say, Blue, one person said. And she replies, well, I saw them running away. I don't think that's how you get let out of prison, not jail. Well, either one. The guards let them out, one person says. I believe that's not how, well, yeah, she pretty much repeats herself. He said they was let out. It looks like the front door. Once the front door was open, they ran to freedom. I believe that someone let them out is more to the story than what the prison system is telling. Yeah, I think there's more to this than what we know, than what's been reported so far. I kind of believe that they was let out they was let out them squeeze whatever that they was let out them squeezing through that little hole did not make sense. It's all an inside job. They opened the back door. Plus, ain't it a big coincidence that the guard went to lunch at the same time? I mean, make it make sense. I believe that there a police staff in Arkansas that broke out of prison on May 20th. Whatever.
Whoever.
Oh shit!
Y'all, Antoine.
Didn't mean to do that. But yeah, yeah, she seems a little confused about the situation and all this shit. And even some of the people in her comment section are trying to let her know, like, what, look, yo, this is what he really meant. Anyways, let's go on to the next video.
I want the young man Antoine to turn himself in. I understand y'all escaped. I understand you want to, prove your innocence. Like tell your story, what happened. But right now, it don't matter. Donald Trump is not going to help you. No rapper is going to help you. Nobody is going to help you, even if your story is something to look into. You may be telling the truth. They don't care right now because it's pointless. They feel that you are out of jail and you shouldn't be out of jail. You committed another crime. Baby, I'm praying for him because I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to speak it, but I'm going to say this, okay, because I know a lot of people thinking it. I pray, listening to his auntie and knowing that he's not really in his right mind, I pray that this young man do not hurt himself. The reason why I say turn yourself in, because I don't want him to get in that mind frame to feel like, oh, you know what, before I turn myself in, I'll do this to myself. I pray and hope that he turns himself in or don't let these people hurt him. You are making it hard on yourself. It's hot out there. You're probably hungry. People probably want to help, but they also know they already got somebody in jail that did help you. People don't want to be in the middle of that. Also, on top of that, they probably over here harassing y'all, your family, and all the above. This ain't just about him. You got other people that's involved. I understand where you coming from. I understand you may have a lot of innocent people that may be in jail. But them people is not worried about what you are trying to prove right now. Okay? So the best thing for this man to do is turn himself in. If I got a child that's in jail, I turned my son in. I told the police what time we were going to be there, and we was there at that time. Because he committed a crime, a bad crime. Go do your time. Go do your time. Now, I don't know what his time was. I don't know if he ever went to court. I didn't dig too much into the story or whatever. I just heard the auntie talking about, a few things. But he got to turn himself in. That's the right thing to do. Them people will not stop. They're going to harass your family. You know what I'm saying? They probably waiting to get their hands on you and all the above. You got to turn yourself in, young man. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed, J-Lo.
Now, she does make a point there, like, even if everything he did say is 100% factual, I mean, he's still out of prison when he shouldn't be. And that kind of won't help him out in a way because, well, shit, you say you weren't supposed to be in there, but then you committed another crime by escaping prison, right? Now, I would love now, like with all that being said, I would love for him. I would love for his case to be looked into and they fully investigate what's really going on. Because if there's a real problem going down there at that Louisiana prison system, yeah, it needs to be looked into. I won't deny that whatsoever. This person said like this man had the proof. If he had a good lawyer by his side for someone, I fully 100% believe this man is innocent and which I want him to run. I want to watch all this shit unfold because the justice system is corrupt. Baby child, I never uphold the little guy, Anthony. I never agree that if you go down my page, you will see I made a video about that. I understand he has proof, but this is not the way to do it. I'm hoping he can prove his innocence and not get hurt. I'm not against him. I'm against him getting hurt or hurting himself. Yeah, I don't want him to hurt himself either. Like I'm rocking with what this woman here is saying. She like he wants to if he wants to get this case done, it's got to be done the right way. But the right way isn't always isn't always going to get it done. I mean, it took him escaping and him posting a video to the internet because if this had never happened, I don't think he would have ever gotten the word out in the first place. I know it's not the best way to go about it. You mean you're basically committing another crime, but it's at the same time he had to do something to get the word out if this is really happening to him, and it led to people like myself talking about it. Let's go on to another video.
Yo, we got a crazy situation now. Unless you've been living under a rock, you feel me? You know about the New Orleans inmate escape, you feel me? And this is one of the two inmates that's left, Antoine Massey and also Derrick Groves. But something crazy just happened for the life of me. I don't know why he posted on Instagram. So Antoine Massey is proclaiming his innocence, and he's saying he's innocent. They're trying to set him up in two parishes. Now, this could be true, or he could just be lying. But it looked like he's in a hotel room, and I don't know, whoever he's with, somebody's holding a camera. Like, he's not by himself, but we don't even know what state he's in. He might be in Louisiana, he might be in Texas, Mississippi. We don't know where he at. But for him to break out and then profess his innocence like this, or proclaim his innocence, you feel me? What y'all don't know, I'm not saying he all the way innocent, right? But what y'all don't know, Louisiana is so corrupt. They will mess over you and then put you in jail just so you wouldn't be able to talk and tell your story. They will harass you for the rest of your life and harass your kids as long as you live in that city. This has been happening to certain families in Louisiana and New Orleans since the beginning of time. That's why your last name is so important. This is how these people track you down through the system. His father was named Antoine Massey. He's Antoine Massey, so it was easy to track him down in the system. Now, did he do this to this young lady? We don't know yet. But me personally, from being from New Orleans, I know for a fact, New Orleans Police Department is dirty, dirty, dirty. One of the dirtiest in America. Yeah. But like I said before, he came out with a video trying to proclaim his innocence, and he posted it on Instagram. So this is going to show you he is getting help. He's getting help from somebody and multiple people. They probably helping him because they know the New Orleans Police Department is down bad. Yes, bro. Y'all be talking like y'all know from these other states and all this. Go to New Orleans, and you're going to see how ratchet these police officers is. The whole city, matter of fact, governors, politicians, everything corrupt. Yeah, this shit crazy, man. But y'all drop it down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. And look, like and share this video, man. Like and share this video, man. I'm telling you, man. But look, I'm going to play the other video for y'all later on of him speaking and talking, you feel what I'm saying? But drop it down in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about Antoine Massey dropping a video on Instagram while he on the...
I mean, Antoine did mention this in his video about the whole New Orleans prison system being corrupt. Now, I will take this guy's word for what he's saying since he's from there. I personally have never been to New Orleans, but if he's saying the police are so corrupt and just as ratchet, so the politicians, if everything he's saying is true, then yeah, chances are what Mr. Antoine Massey is saying about his case is true, and it needs to be brought to the light. Because if they're doing this to people who are completely innocent, they're throwing them in prison anyway, so they'll shut up and they can't speak on how corrupt the system is. I mean, it needs to be brought to attention. This needs to be nationwide news. Nationwide. I mean, it has to be so big that yes, it even gets the attention of President Trump. So if he, I don't know the odds of him even touching this. Honestly, if by some miracle he does end up speaking about this at some point, and he does launch an investigation, and he gets his Cash Patel and his boys down there to Louisiana and said, "Hey, what the hell's going on down here?" Yeah, Some people are going to get held accountable. Some people are going to get thrown in prison. And some shit is going to be exposed once Doge and them get down there. Oh, man. You know they're going to do a full investigation of what the hell's going on. Seeing how many people are in or locked up in that prison down there that shouldn't even be there in the first place. Because if everything they're saying is true, yes, this needs to be looked into immediately. Immediately. Without question. And with that being said, thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe if you're new. Also, hit the link. Hit that link in my description to follow me on all my other social medias and to support me directly on this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.